What a game from Real Madrid today, beating Valencia 2-0 at Mestalla. Honestly, one of the best matches I have seen this season from Real Madrid. Like, so intense, such a good press, you know, so many chances created, and the best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe, scoring a goal in the last minutes, finally getting the win, and Carreras, you know, with the, I think, the best skill-wise goal in, like, the last 15 years. What a goal, honestly, comparable to R9. Yeah, that's what I would have been saying. All of that I just said, yeah, is shut up. Okay? Barcelona fans. I wanna cry after that game, yeah? I know you are now typing in the comments, yeah, this guy is a fucking dumbass. I'm not, okay? I'm rage baiting. Guys, we beat Valencia 2-0. One of the worst games I have ever watched. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely think I would have rather watched Burnley play Sunderland or a championship game. I couldn't care less about this game. On my watch along, I genuinely thought I was gonna fall asleep, or I was just gonna play some games with my chat. We were genuinely just debating with the Real Madrid fans and Barcelona fans on my stream. Of course, if you wanna come next time, make sure to drop in. We do every single Real Madrid game and every single Barcelona game as well. And yeah, it was that boring. The first half and the second half, both halves were awful. And Madrid, they were just okay today, but Valencia being trash made the game just trash versus trash. Honestly, the attack from Madrid couldn't do anything today. And while Real Madrid didn't particularly have the worst defensive performance ever, of course, because we kept a clean sheet finally, we didn't let anything happen. Was it really the defense and the midfield being that great? Or was it Valencia also being one of the worst teams I have watched in this La Liga season? Honestly, the lineup today. That's where I gotta give something for that one, bro. Arbeloa. You are Arbeloa. Gonzalo on the left. Gonzalo Garcia on the left. And Mbappe on the right. This is criminal stuff. When I saw the lineup, I thought it was going to be a 4-1-2-1-2. With Mbappe as a left striker and Gonzalo as a right striker. It just makes sense. Right, guys? Mbappe, most games played as a left winger, left striker. And Gonzalo, you know, striker will be on that right side because he's basically a striker at that point. No. Mbappe on the right, Gonzalo on the left. No. We are genuinely dumbasses. Right, guys? This is like April Fools. But it's just, without the fact, it's a joke, you know? It's not a joke, it's reality. We are the most trash, boring, big team in the world currently, playing with the most world-class squad, yeah? And we are looking like Burnley. We look like Burnley. We look like a relegation side in Premier League, playing against a team that looks like they should be playing some Bengali league, bruv. They should be going to Rodrigo's mainland and playing some Bengali second league. Valencia were awful today. That's the only way Real Madrid won 2-0 today. Because Valencia was ass. We were not good. The defense was okay. Midfield, once again, okay. And the attack was atrocious. Atrocious. Defensively, fair. But the midfield, attacking-wise, atrocious as well. Courtois didn't have to do anything. I think he had like... How many shots did they have? Like 2? Oh my god. 0 shots on target while having 40% possession. Yeah. Valencia fans, I gotta say, fair play. They were doing the white handkerchiefs. They want the manager out. I don't blame them. I think they might get genuinely relegated. Let's just start with this first half then, yeah? What the fuck was that? Arda Güler, Mbappe, Garcia... One of the worst front threes, if it's even a front three. I don't know what that, like, we were playing like this formation, bro. Like this, like an arrow, bro, like I'm shooting a fucking bow. This is what I was seeing from our tactic, you know, like, what was that? Where was Arda, Mbappe, and Gonzalo playing? One of the worst displays of attack and football I have ever seen from Real Madrid. Nobody is making overlap runs. Nobody. Only on the right side, by the way, if it happens, and they amount to nothing. Because if somebody crossed the ball, it was a corner. We had, I think, 5 corners in the first half. Let me just 5 corners. And we did absolutely nothing. We had 0 shots from a corner, and I think every single corner was their player getting to it. So Arda Güler, I don't know what happened to your free kicks and corners. I just don't get it. Huijsen is fucking tall, Tchouaméni is tall, Asensio is tall, Carreras is tall, Garcia is up there, you know. Why can't we just put in a normal cross? Why? And if it's not working, let me tell you one thing. If you ever played football, if your corners are not working, you better believe I'm going short. You better believe I'm going short, or I'm curving the ball towards the keeper to at least amount to something, you know. Put pressure on the keeper. That's the best thing you can do. No, Arda Güler did the same shit for 5 corners. And that's basically what he did for the first half with normal passes as well. Cross. Keep the ball on the ground, bruv. MBAPPE, completely ass, couldn't take on a player. But once again, I thought he was going to play left wing. He didn't. You know, Gonzalo played there. And, nothing came from the left side. Literally nothing. Camavinga, I thought, in the first half was actually pretty good. Tchouaméni as well. Valverde was non-existent, in my opinion. I genuinely can't remember one thing Valverde did, apart from passing the ball sideways or passing the ball back. I couldn't believe what I was seeing from Madrid. Nothing. No ideas. No chances created. And if the chances were created, Jimenez missed them, which I'm going to get into later, this guy. MBAPPE missed a chance. I think, who else missed a chance? There was more chances missed. MBAPPE definitely, good save from the keeper, another good save from Dimitrievski from the Jimenez shot, and then some scrappy finish as well was there in the first half, and that was basically it. Nothing really happened. We were okay defensively, as I said. Dean Huijsen, that first half, I gotta say, bro, you are one of the worst center backs at defending. Everything else in your game, basically like world class. Ability on the ball, you know, playing out of the back, control, press resistance, everything. Yeah? But your heading and your fucking defensive ability is ass. You got turned like upside down, like fucking Stranger Things right here, bro. You missed the ball and you sat down from, who was it, Beltran? Oh my goodness, come on, bro, lock in. Come on, lock in. Apart from that, okay. Jimenez, I thought he had an okay game as well. He was a bit, you know, nervous. You could see it. And he did miss that chance. But other than that, I thought he was okay. He was okay. You gotta understand, these guys are not getting many chances in the first team. So even when they have like an okay performance, for me, it's a W. Okay? For me, it's a W. Now, I'm going to big up, before we get into the second half, I'm going to big up Alvaro Carreras for the whole match. 76 touches, 100% tackle, 100% tackles, 2 out of 2 dribbles, and of course that 1 goal. Scrappy goal, I know, but we needed it. Without that goal, I think Valencia is getting a draw. I genuinely think Valencia is getting a draw. Lucky ass goal, yes, but you gotta give it to him. He was perfect defensively today, and he did score that goal. So for me, definitely man of the match. He was my man of the match just because he scored that goal first. Whoever was gonna score that first goal, for me, was the man of the match, because we needed to break, you know. Like, we just couldn't score. We couldn't score. Even when in the first half, I said, we had many chances to score. MBAPPE had those chances. Jimenez got a chance. Those corners, but we just couldn't score. So, big up to Carreras. But yeah, Real Madrid have now won 7 La Liga games in a row. 7 La Liga games. This is what I want to mention before I get even to the atrocious second half. Do you actually think, chat, comments, of course. 7 games in a row. Shouldn't we be a bit more happier? Like, I'm not really happy, you know? I'm not really happy. I'm not really, like, excited to see this game play. To see this team play. But, like, we have won 7 in a row. It just shows how bad these performances truly are. Truly. These performances gotta get better. The tactical display, oh my fucking goodness. This team just pisses me off, man. And that second half, oh my god. Look at the first half, yeah? 6-3. Look at the second half. 5-3. And I thought it couldn't get worse. And I thought genuinely it couldn't get worse. Carreras' goal, I already said. Sure, man. Yeah, he broke the... But it was ass defending. Completely trash. And the second goal for MBAPPE as well. Good ball by Huijsen. Good finish by MBAPPE. And good pass by Brahim Diaz. Sure. But they basically gave us 2 goals. If that first goal didn't went in, I don't think we are scoring a second. And that second goal, nobody was marking MBAPPE, and basically nobody was marking Brahim Diaz. That was just brilliance from Huijsen to find that pass to Brahim Diaz. But without that, we have nothing going for us in attack. Nothing. And why? Because we played fucking Gonzalo left wing. MBAPPE was everywhere. Yeah, he did nothing. His touches looked like a trampoline. And Gonzalo did nothing as well because he was a fucking left winger. Why? I don't know. I just don't know. And once again, it goes back to Valencia being so incredibly trash is the reason why we won this game. I don't even want to watch this team anymore. Like, what I want to watch football that is good to watch. You know, when I watch the Premier League, it's either high intensity, yeah, or good technically. This game had zero intensity and zero technical ability, especially in attack. And let's be honest, what do we watch football? What footballers get paid the most? Which footballers are usually the most expensive? The attackers. And the attack on both sides today was miserable. Miserable. Yeah, Beltran, Hugo Duro, one of the worst technical ability players I have ever seen. Gonzalo Garcia on the left, it just doesn't make sense. And MBAPPE couldn't take a touch. And when he finally beat his man and put in a normal ball, Gonzalo Garcia was off the pitch because Franco came on instead of him. Yeah, man. Yeah. Whatever, bro. Trent Alexander-Arnold finally, as well, made his comeback. And Brahim Diaz, came on as well. In the same minute, I think Trent came on for Jimenez and Arda Güler. No, it was, my bad. Gonzalo Garcia came off for Brahim Diaz. Okay. And Franco then substituted Arda Güler, which Arda Güler, he had a stinker. 7.5 is genuinely a fantasy. He was like a 5 for me. That first half was atrocious. He just couldn't do anything right in the final third. And that's what he's there for. I don't want to see you defend. I don't want to see you, fucking do back passes. You are there for the final pass or to control the game. Let's be honest, bro. You are there to make the pass or score. But we don't expect you to score, so at least make the final pass. And you couldn't do that. So 7.5. Oh my god. Foot mob, honestly, I gotta see the people that are making these ratings, bro. Oh my god, now. Trent Alexander-Arnold, first thing he does, puts in a fucking 50-meter pass to Brahim Diaz. Yeah, Trent is gonna be legendary, bro. If he manages to keep his fitness and doesn't get injured again, I think he's gonna be one of the best players in this team. He just offers something so valuable to this team. Because we usually do the slow build-up. Yeah, pass, backwards, sideways. But Trent says, fuck it. I have the ball here. I don't want to go here, yeah? I want to go here. Because I actually want to make something happen. And I want to make my team push up. I want to put pressure on their team to return back, to be tired. To make Valencia tired, and that's exactly what Trent does with his passing ability. He makes the other team more tired because they get back more quicker. He makes our attacks more efficient. He makes the defense more complete, not because of his defending, but he makes the defensive shape better, in my opinion, than Fede Valverde, for example. Because he just offers something that nobody in this team does. And that's the pass from a defender to a winger. Or a striker. And then the defense can regroup, the midfield can push up, and we can all push up as a unit. But before that, Jimenez puts the ball to Tchouaméni, and then he plays it back between the center backs and the center defensive midfielder. What is that for? Genuinely, what does that do when flipping Jimenez puts it to Valverde, then he gives it to Asensio, he gives it to Tchouaméni, he gives it to Huijsen, and then he gives it to Carreras? When all Trent would have done in this situation is either push it back to the keeper, and then switch it, or just play this pass or this pass further up. That's all Trent does. And it's so important because he does it to a world-class standard. That's what he offers, but once again, can he stay fit? Can he stay fit? Now, Franco and Jorge Sestero, I'm not even gonna rate. Franco didn't do too much. He had like one shot which went to the fucking moon. Despicable Me, stealing the moon. I'm sure they have seen the shot there. And Jorge Sestero, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember Jorge Sestero even coming on. I was that out of it. I just wanted the game to end. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, trash ass performance. 2-0 win. I'm gonna be honest, I expected way more. I expected Mbappe to play on the left, but yeah, it didn't happen, you know, whatever. No minutes for Ceballos, last thing I want to mention, which is kind of crazy to me, because he actually played really, really well last game after he got, cooked by Cisse, which he got a red card for. But no minutes for him, you know, but minutes for Sestero and Franco, which played the worst games I've ever seen for Madrid this season. But whatever, bro, whatever. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, you know. When a player does well, why would you give him minutes? Yeah, man. Zero IQ manager. Zero IQ Arbeloa, but whatever. Barcelona still 1 point clear, but we closed the gap. And Atletico Madrid closed the gap as well, but they are finito, bro. 12 points and 13 points behind Barcelona. That's it. That's it. That's all for today. That's all I wanted to mention. I'm really happy Trent made his comeback, and I'm actually happy with the defensive performance, but the overall game-wise performance from Madrid, atrocious, and the substitutions for Arbeloa, they were okay. The lineup was just ass. The lineup was ass. I'm not gonna lie. I hope every Barcelona fan that watched this commented down below that I'm a dumbass for saying Mbappe is the best, you know, player in the world. Thank you for falling for my rage bait, and thank you for, you know, falling for the thumbnail being Mbappe and this and that. So yeah, thanks so much guys for watching. I genuinely hate watching Madrid right now. Hopefully the next game is better. I can only hope. Yeah, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and please subscribe. 62% of you are not subscribed to this channel that are watching these videos, so I would appreciate it so much. And I'm gonna see you next time. Peace out.